So, welcome back, you degenerates, to another season of the Sunday Fun Day podcast. It is I, Gee, and the NFL season's almost here. Join me, we got our fearless league commissioner, Dylan, and our
Back.
brand new franchise owner, taking over Jordan's team. We got Jarrett. Now, before we let Jarrett speak a single word, Commissioner Dillon has informed me that there is an essential initiation requirement.
Yeah.
Jarrett cannot officially step into this league until he swears a sacred oath to the SFL. Dylan, want to
Yeah.
take it away?
Normally, this happens in the same room with everybody, with our hands joined together, pants fully down. Um, I'll leave the rest up to your imagination, but that's the gist of it. Do you, Jarrett, having been deemed sufficiently untrustworthy enough to participate in this league, willingly present yourself before these assembled degenerates?
I do.
Do you swear that you shall respect the sacred traditions of this league, including but not limited to drafting players you absolutely shouldn't draft, making trades that immediately make no sense, spending an unreasonable amount of time researching waiver wire pickups?
I do.
Do you swear to set your lineup each week, barring only circumstances of extraordinary importance such as death, hospitalization, or being distracted by a college football game?
I do.
Do you swear never to abandon a player simply because he has disappointed you, only to watch him score 35 points on your bench?
I do.
Do you swear to accept defeat with dignity, victory, and humility, and a questionable trade offer with the appropriate amount of personal offense?
I do.
Do you swear to never collude, never intentionally tank, and never conspire with another manager for mutual benefit? We call this the Victor and Holden rule.
I do.
And when your team is 2-7, your star running back is injured, your quarterback has a bye, and your playoff hopes are hanging on by a thread, you will still set your lineup.
I will.
And when the fantasy gods smile on you and you have a great season, will you not become insufferable? We call this the Robert rule.
I swear to yes.
That's fine. I'll take it. Listen, I can't beg for this.
That was good enough.
And finally, do you swear to devote the appropriate amount of time, energy, and emotional stability, disposable income to this league, knowing full well that none of it actually matters?
I do.
Then, by the power vested in me by absolutely nobody, I hereby recognize you as a full and equal member of this league. May your waiver claims clear. May your players stay healthy. May your opponents forget their lineups. And may you never, ever start a Thursday night player who scores 3 points, making Friday, Saturday, and Sunday painful. So say
Awesome.
we all, welcome to the league.
Sweet. Let's go.
There you go.
All right. And with that, I would like to introduce everybody to Jarrett. And I would like you to introduce yourself to everyone.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I am Jarrett. I am Dylan's colleague at work. Kind of attorneys, somewhat. Not really. This is going to be my new full-time job. I'm looking forward to it. So can't
That's
wait
my
to
full-time
get to
job.
know you all.
He's a Michigan State guy, so he's already ruffling Betancourt's feathers because he's a Michigan guy. And they have
It's
nothing
okay.
better to do in that cold weather than just hate each other.
And what NFL team do you root for? If you do root for an NFL team,
The Chicago Bears.
Ooh.
Big Bears fan.
We have the NFC North covered. We have a Lions fan, that's Betancourt. We have you, a Bears fan. I'm a Vikings fan. We are missing a Packers fan.
Yes, we are.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. We
Yeah,
can keep it that
we
way.
are fine with that. We have tons of Eagles fans. I would trade an Eagles fan for a Packers fan at this point, though.
So,
They are awful.
and how long have you been playing fantasy football?
Man, probably since I was in fifth grade, and I'm 29 now. So
I was going to say, is that like 4 years ago?
It's
He's a
had to have been
baby.
like 17 years. I'm gonna ballpark it.
Cool.
And I don't know if you know, but you were taking over Jordan's team, who was the Glory Hole. We
The
have
Do I get to
G-hole.
keep
the
the
G
do I get
Hole.
to keep the name?
That's what I was going to ask you. Are you going to keep the Glory Hole alive, or are you coming in with your own name?
I'm gonna have to like sleep on that one because I do like G Hole. It
It's a
Hmm.
does
great
seem like a
name.
pretty good team name.
It was so ubiquitous with his name that we stopped calling him Jordan. It was just so natural to call him G-hole
Yep.
every time.
Yep.
But now he got lost in a glory hole and never came out, so we had to replace him. That's the story that I'm going with.
And is
That's
there
sad.
anything else that you want
Hey,
to like tell to the whole group?
mm, I'm excited to meet everyone at the auction. Um, I want to see everyone's strategies unfold only because this is going to be my first auction draft in probably like 10 plus years. So if I make questionable decisions, you can make fun of me and I will take it with pride.
I believe our first auction year, we had Ari picked 3 players, and that was basically all his cap spent. Do you remember those players, Dylan?
Ooh, Josh Allen. It's not Josh. Matt Stafford. And I have no idea. Oh, Christian McCaffrey.
I know Christian McCaffrey was one of them.
It had to be Christian McCaffrey. Two of
Um,
them got hurt if I'm not mistaken.
I was going
So
to
the
say, was
other
that
one,
the year that Christian McCaffrey went out for
yeah, more
the
than
full
likely.
season?
what was his first year? Was it 2019, 2018? Do you remember what year that was?
His first year was 2019, if I'm not mistaken. But
That was
this
like,
year, this year Jarrett's coming in with like the training wheels a little coming off because we're no longer doing the $1 kind of like requirement for each other player.
mm-hmm.
So it kind of prevents you from spending all of your money. So now you can spend all your money on one pick and you just got to sit there and wait for the end of the draft for $0 players. We're not even doing $1 players.
I thought that was the year that he only had one win.
Probably. If we go onto the SFL website, we can kind of see.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
So 2019, he was
2019
at
is
Burns
showing
One
us
IP. He was
4.
4-9. Yeah.
Yeah. And then 2018, H Bug had the infamous 1-12 season. God, that team was so bad.
Oh, he went 2-11 in 2020. He had Christian McCaffrey. Obviously, let me see what his roster was week 1. He had Lamar Jackson, Christian McCaffrey, and it looks like those would be the only 2 players he would have spent that much money on. That makes sense though. Lamar and Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, and I want to say it was like a Saints wide receiver, Michael Thomas, I believe, was the third one.
Yeah, could have been.
And that was like the year Michael Thomas was hot shit, and then he was no longer hot shit because he got injured and
How
never again.
was Do you remember how Human's first auction draft was? Because it seems like that's the rite of passage in our league. Like people come in, they either haven't ever done an auction or haven't done one in football or whatever, and they just come in either too scared, so they like try to find value, and then they end up not getting anybody because they're not ready to spend as much money as they
Yeah,
need.
I'm pretty sure
Um,
Humans was 2024, and you went 7-7, so that's respectable.
okay, which makes sense if you're trying to find value. It's safe. It's not going to win games, but it's not going to lose games.
Yeah.
That's the thing I love about auction draft. It's not like crayon eating where you're just like, oh, this is my 1.3 pick. This is what ESPN.com tells me to pick.
Yeah, yeah. You make all of your decisions. You're for all of your mistakes are 100% on you. There's no
Yeah,
luck
Will.
involved. It's
Yeah, Will. I wanted you to keep going. So every time you said something, I would say, yeah, Will.
Oh, my apologies. My apologies.
Every trade you make, Will.
Well, um
I'm ready for the draft though. It's in 2 weeks.
That's
It's
so soon.
So Victor messaged me and he goes, "I'll handle the food." I never responded, by the way. Sorry, Victor. Um, and he wants to do pasta. And I just want to put this out there. 2 reasons we can't do pasta, Victor. 1, Kim will kill me if any pasta gets on our furniture. 2, that's going to put everybody to sleep. Like, who wants pasta? So I think we just do the same, either catering again with Chipotle, always a hit, or I do catering with Chick-fil-A, or I can do catering with pizza. But I think we'll take over on that. But thank you for the offer, Victor, but pasta is a no-go.
Understandable. I think that's a group chat conversation. See what
Agreed.
people want to do.
Yep.
Is Tijuana Flats an option?
Yeah, there's one close enough. I think it's still in Winter Garden, if I'm not mistaken. I think there's still one down there.
I used to eat at that one all the time. The one on
Yeah,
50.
that was the high school spot.
Yeah, it's right next to West Orange.
Hmm.
And
Um,
is a crooked can visit possibility?
It'd be fun to go after because if we're trying to start the draft a little earlier, around 3, I think it'd be cool to go after, especially if we're using the technology for the draft. We're going to use the auctioneer. We're going to have everything a lot quicker. I think we shouldn't take terribly long. So after would be fun. Then we can like roster bait
I
all
still
over
think it's
the.
gonna take like 5 hours.
So that'd be 8 o'clock. That's not that
Yeah,
bad.
it's not that bad.
Not that bad.
We can roster bait for 2 hours and then go get drunk afterwards.
Agreed.
Right?
And remember, we have the Gee taking advantage Holden rule in effect that no trades immediately after the draft. They have to go through the 24-hour cuck rule.
You guys have no idea how bad I could have taken advantage of Holden. Okay, I held back.
Are we talking about fantasy football?
Yeah, are we still talking about football? What's going on?
So Dylan,
Just to
before
give Jarrett the lore, though, Holden gets drunk immediately. And last year he was blaming it on a gummy or something.
yeah, there's some
And
some brownies involved or something, or
yeah,
some weed.
he sucked. Just didn't know what he was doing, had no team, and then all of a sudden we're like, "Hey, you need a quarterback. How about I trade you for, whatever?" And people weren't listening, people started leaving, and people were making great trades with Holden. And he was not in the right state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of the trades did happen after the draft was done and people had already left, so that's where kind of the fiasco went down, because if everybody was there and the draft was still going on, people can kind of like step in, because that's the whole spirit of the cuck rule, is get everybody to be able to step in
Yes.
front of a trade.
Yes.
Try
Because
and cuck each other as much as you
Exactly.
can.
Oh, we love cucking.
we love cucking. We love talking about cucking. Some people love being cucked.
Will, I mean, yeah, some people.
And another thing about it too is like there's always that trash talk after a trade goes down, like, oh, you got fleeced, your team sucks, this, like, how could you, like, it's always a nice comeback was like, well, if you think you got fleeced so bad, what did you offer? You know what I mean? Like, you always come back like, did you offer anything? Could you offered anything better? No, just
I
shut
think
up.
that the biggest argument, kind of conspiracy last year, was that the cuck rule was in effect. It worked, and Holden got better offers, if I'm not mistaken, and just didn't take them.
Well, also the fact that two great friends trade came in a minute before the deadline closes. And then there was like another trade afterwards that was like, well, wait a second. Well, yeah, this was also supposed to be in there. And then people were trade asking, hey, wait, and then like, no, the trades didn't happen. Yeah, it was a bunch of shenanigans. But you know what? I can't even be mad because Holden's team, who we all thought was the one getting fleeced, ended up becoming better, and Victor's team ended up becoming worse. So I can't even be mad about that. Like, what are you gonna do? These two guys try to cheat, and then the fantasy god said, "Go fuck yourself." Like, that's what happened.
What minute are we in on this podcast? Because I want to time up when Victor starts watching. He's going to type into the chat, "Fuck you, Gee. I'm not cheating."
Not
Burr.
cheating, not cheating, of course. Now, Dylan, you have kept up a record book for our league for a very long
Manually
time.
for a very long time, and now
For
we're
a very
relying on
long
League
time.
Legacy.
And now, yeah, we got this League Legacy website, which is very cool. I like it very much.
And I'm scrolling through it right now. I was looking at the biggest blowouts of all time.
Mm.
Who is it? I'll
It's
pull it up.
Robert versus Human, 2024 week 11, 157.9
God
points.
damn, Human, what happened?
Yikes.
It's great. I love the League Legacy thing. I just hope people like kind of go on to it more. The one thing it is missing, and Guy and I talk about this all the time, is our old record book. Since it was manual, I got to keep track of like player stats, like the highest scoring wide receiver of all time, and it was always kind of fun for me to like throw into the group chat while a game was going on. Like, hey, if Christian McCaffrey gets 10 more points, he's going to break the all-time SFL record for most points in a week. Well, whatever. League Legacy doesn't have the ability to pull data from Flea Flicker yet.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I'm hoping now that we're using the digital fan draft thing, I can pull the data from our draft board and manually put it into League Legacy. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping we can do something like
But
that.
then
So
you'd
kind of like
have to
circumvent
do
it.
transactions too.
Yeah,
So like
exactly. So that's going
drops
to be the
and
annoying part.
yeah, that
Yep.
would be annoying.
At least we could have the draft data.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a lot of players input immediately
yeah.
off the bat. That would be nice.
Yep.
Because when I do the I've always want to use like this website, right? The League Legacy website to do um or the weekly pod to be able to be like this person is playing this person. I feel like I have to jump to the Flea Flicker website because that's where our players are, right? And we don't have players
Exactly.
here.
Right.
But if we had players here, we would be able to, do like the entire
Right.
podcast or like just their year. And it's great
Right.
because it
So right
shows
now you
like,
kind of have to dual screen and say like matchup currently and then historical data in
yeah.
League Legacy.
Well,
Yeah.
whereas everything is right here on League Legacy, and it'll be really, really nice.
Oh, for sure.
Um,
But I do think it'd be nice just talking about the league lore, just to kind of rehash. It's our 10th year of the SFL. We've been playing
11th.
fantasy football together. It's our 11th? Okay.
Yes, we've had 10 seasons. This is our 11th.
Even better. So we've been playing for longer than that. This has just been like the SFL's life. But I do think it's a nice time to remember why we call the trophy. Um, you know, the history of the trophy, the history of the league, the history of all that stuff. But um, yeah, so season one, I was teaching at Mount Dora High School. We had another teacher in the league. His name was Marvin. Great friend of Betancourt's, great friend of Gary's. I got to know him, be friends with him. And after the first season, he passed away. And so ever since then, we named the trophy the Marvin in remembrance of him. And so we had our conference names were based on him and stuff like that, and those eventually changed after a while. But we kept the trophy name the Marvin. So I just wanted to point that out and kind of keep that kind of history of that going on.
Keep the legacy alive.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's a fun
Absolutely.
thing to remember. So I just thought I'd throw that out there for lore purposes. But if you're ever interested in looking at the manual record book, I can definitely share that in the group chat because that was
Oh yeah.
a beast.
Yeah, that was a beast. You had a lot on there.
I had a different tab for each owner, and it would keep track of their individual stats, name change history, player stats. It was absurd, but
I
now
mean,
we're
this
using League
this
Legacy.
definitively means that you are better than League Legacy. Just so you know.
I agree. I agree. However, I'm tired.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah.
As
What are
someone
you
who's
most excited about, Jarrett? Like, I know when we were working for years now, we've been working together, but I would always talk about the league and say, like, oh, somebody made a video, Guy made the podcast. And you were always saying, like, hey, if you had a spot, think of me.
Mhm.
And we finally had a spot open. I thought of you. You immediately said yes. So why did you immediately say yes?
I like all the intricacies of the league and how in depth you guys are with your rules. Um, I remember one time we were talking about the cuck rule, and I just remember being like, "That's genius. Every league should have that." And I feel like in all of my other leagues, whenever, like with my, for instance, my league with my hometown guys, whenever anyone proposes something, it gets shot down like immediately, and so the league never really evolves. But with this league, it seems like it's ever evolving. Everyone's pretty open to change, and they are willing to do these things.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I think if you have a group of guys in a league that all care and there's no like true tacos of the league, the cuck rule makes sense because everybody's on top of it. You don't need some overlord vetoing trades just because he thinks, or there's a voting committee, all that stuff. Like the trades are going to happen naturally. Everybody wants to win, so there's really no reason to tank or like collude or anything like that because everybody cares. Um, and I think that's always been the best part of this league is that we always have a group of 10, 12. Well, it started with 10, then we went to 12 people that have always cared about the league. So, um, yeah, just I'm glad you're excited for the right reasons and you're going to be a welcome addition.
Yeah, love people who compete, man. It's and also like this league has so many trades. I don't think I've ever seen a fantasy football league that trades as much as this one. It's kind of ridiculous. Like everyone's super involved
Yeah.
all the way to
And
the end,
the
even when
group
people have
chat is
shitty teams.
always live. Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree. And like, I think because we're so communicative and everybody likes to hang out and chat on the group meet, even in the off season, it just lends itself to like, oh, I can just text this person and try to work out a trade. There's no like, well, is he at his phone? Does he care? Like all this stuff. Cause I've been in leagues where you'll send a trade offer, it'll never get answered because they're just not paying attention.
yeah. We should have sworn you into that on the oath too. Do you swear to never ghost anyone on any trade offers?
Because you will
I
get put on
swear,
blast.
I swear, I will not, I will not leave anyone ghosted on a trade offer. I
Dude, I
will.
rode Holden so hard one year because of that.
The best part is when you offer a trade with Gary and he says no, he doesn't just say no. He'll give you 2 pages of why it's a no. And it's always great.
I was gonna say that's probably what I will do. Is I will I'll probably shit on your trade offer before I ever ghosted it.
Agreed.
You and
As you
Holden will
should.
have a lot of communications then.
Oh, I guess we should tell Jarrett the part of the lore of the league. Um, we call Holden a goblin. He is the trade goblin because he just fucking it's the worst trades you've ever heard.
Yeah,
They
it's god awful. And
and
yet
he'll
he
just
still gets
throw them at
trades
you.
done. He still somehow people still trade with him, even though he starts off as like the worst possible offer you can think of.
Is that his team name? I was just going through the team
It's the
names, and I
Goblin.
thought I saw Goblin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It used to be elderly gangbang. So it's an upgrade.
Hmm.
I was gonna say it was a downgrade, but
It was one of those team names because you know the rule in our league where the non-playoff teams get renamed by the playoff teams for the most part. There's intricacies to that, but he was renamed one year to Elderly Gangbang, and he kept it for years when he didn't need to, and that was weird.
And it's I believe it's on the trophy. I believe Elderly
It is on the
Gangbang did
trophy.
win a year.
When I ordered the plaque to go on the trophy, I was for certain I'd get a mean email saying like, "Please choose a different name." But they did it. No,
Well,
but the draft we usually do. It used to be at like night, and then people would come over and we'd watch college football because it's like week 0, and
Mhm.
then we'd like hang out in the pool. But then we wouldn't get started till like 8 or 9, and then the draft would go till 1 or 2 in the
yep.
morning. So that's the reason we're moving it up. So if people will still want to come over early and like hang out, but it's just not going to be all day, and then we'll eat dinner while drafting, do the duck race and all the festivities that we cover, and then yeah, should be a much easier draft this year.
Which when I saw the duck race in the rules, I thought that we were racing actual ducks. So I was a little disappointed when I found out that it's all electronic.
Did you have
It is
your own
electric
little
though.
duck farm? Did you have your little duck farm just like training your
Yeah,
ducks?
I've been training my ducks out back.
This
Yeah.
is a little shinfo. Nobody really cares, but we had in law school a charity event where you would buy like for $5 a rubber ducky, and we had a river that went through the town, and we'd all go out, and there would be thousands and thousands of rubber duckies with your like little name on the bottom, and they would go down the river for like a mile, and whichever duck came in first won the like prize pot or whatever. And it was electric.
That sounds like it would be fun. What was the
Thousands of
prize
ducks.
pot?
I think it was like a 50-50. So half the money went to charity and half the money went to the person that won.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
So, Dylan, when you look at all the all-time standings across the years, who has historically been the powerhouse in Sunday Funday?
Is this just bait to get me to say you?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I
it
think
is.
it's you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. We've had so 3 teams own 60% of all the championships in the SFL at the moment. We've played 10 seasons. I have 3 wins. Kyle has 3 wins. So that's just the two of us. That's that's 60%.
I guess it's fine. Whatever.
And then Rob has
Who's counting?
2.
That is shocking.
So 80% by 3 teams. 2 teams 60%, 80% if you add Rob in there.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan, I feel that you got cheated out of your win.
Me too.
But you guys were nice, and there was the group chat fighting about this. I don't
This
have
is
has
gonna
Jarrett
last
known
forever.
this about this one?
No, that's a good story though. So there's a reason on the trophy and in League Legacy, which I'm happy they allowed me to edit. We had co-champions in 2022. Was it 2022? One of the years we had co-champions, myself and D Haas. Because that was the year the championship was week 15, like it normally is, or week 16, whichever one it is, the week before the last one. And it came down to Monday Night Football, it was, I think it was Monday Night Football. Came down to Monday Night Football, 2 players left or something like that, and it was the game that Damar Hamlin basically died on the field,
Oh man.
and they canceled the game. And so we were like, "Who wins?" And it was a whole big deal. And so I'm the commissioner. I'm in the championship. I have to remove myself. So I removed myself from all this. I said, whatever we decide on is fair game. People made the point that the game should end immediately, and whatever the score is at that moment in time is final. And if that was the case, I would have won. And that was Guy's position. And a couple people agreed. I agree. Um, but because DeHaas was very close, and I think he had 2 players playing. I had maybe 0 or 1. He was on the road to winning. If Jamar Chase had 3 more catches, 2 more catches, he wins. Like it was close, but the game ended. So if we were playing the what if game, he probably would have won. I think it was maybe 5 points. He had 2 players that were going to score points. He was probably going to win. So
Yeah,
if you
the
play the what
game
if game, he
ended
wins.
at 135 to 118, and his 3 players were catching up fast.
Yeah. And so if you play the what if game, he wins. So we went down the middle. We don't know how the game would have ended, so we split it.
Interesting.
Yep. So we got
That is
that.
it's a tough predicament to be in.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often.
No. So now we officially have to make rules in case anything like this ever happens again. If the game is final, the game is final. The points are the points. Those are the new
Points are
rules
the points.
forever.
Yep. Because that's the most definitive way to do it. There's no
Yeah.
what if. It's okay, it sucks the game ended. That's an act of God. It's the same thing if a thunderstorm happened, they cancel the game. The same thing happens, whatever. If your player got hurt the next play, they could be out the whole game. Nobody knows. So from now on, if the game is called, there's no what ifs. That's the points. But we didn't have that rule at the moment. We didn't have a guy ever basically die on the field,
Yeah.
so that sucked. And it was like the worst thing because you can't blame him. You can't blame the Referees, you can't blame the NFL. It had to happen week 15 in a championship with players that were active in the championship game. So it was just like the worst of all worsts. And God, he
Mhm.
survived. So
Yeah.
that's all I have to say. And I have a championship now, so suck it, everybody else.
And the last team that got a trophy, not the last, but the one that we haven't mentioned yet, is Holden has a championship as well. Somehow
Yep.
Holden
The
won.
League Taco has a championship.
Yeah.
Unreal. So let's name all the people that don't, Gee.
Okay, we'll
Name
name
them. Name names.
Will, 0 trophies. Jarrett, you're excused.
Yeah, Jared's fine.
Gary, 0 trophies. Victor, 0 trophies. Human, 0 trophies. And our boy Ari, 0 trophies.
Couldn't be me.
We are the 1%ers in this league.
Yeah.
What do you
I
think
can't
your
wait to see who's
chances
next.
are of winning a trophy this year, Jarrett? What are you giving yourself here?
I'd probably ballpark it around 80%.
Oh, 80.
I have to give the 20% just in case some fuck shit happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd probably say about 80%.
I don't know if you know this about me. When people say something ridiculous, I always like if they would put their money on it. So, are you willing to give me let's say 70% odds, okay? How about we'll make it a little easier than your 80%. You want to do
What, it was like 7 cents on the dollar? What are we doing here?
That's what it sounds like we're doing.
Yeah.
Sounds like we might be putting lines on this.
Guy is a gambler. He plays poker for a living.
Yep.
So that's fun.
Yep.
With that in mind,
This
I'm gonna
is the worst
say
bet in the world.
I'm gonna decrease my chances just because first auction draft in a while.
Okay.
Anything can happen. And 50-50.
Oh,
50-50 shot.
50-50. All right.
Yeah, I'll go 50-50.
Okay, $10 bet, 50-50. You win, I give you $10. You lose, you give me $10.
So he gets the field and Jared
Yeah,
gets
he
the
gets the field.
Yes.
Yep. Handshake.
A handshake.
$10.
Degeneracy at its finest. Degeneracy. I'm gonna make a bet
He gets the
that Guy
field.
wins this. If anybody wants to bet, we're doing like the Big Short where I'm betting on a bet. I'm not betting that Jarrett's gonna win or lose. I'm betting that Guy wins the bet.
Yeah.
I like it.
I think I don't think anybody's gonna take the other side of the bet, though.
Wait a minute. I need to write this down so I don't forget it.
Okay,
I will
Guy,
lose $10.
how about bold predictions? I predict somebody will run out of auction money having drafted less than 4 players.
That's bold. That is bold.
I think somebody's going to be cocky enough to say, you know what? I'm going to go nuts. People aren't ready for me to have Josh Allen, Jameer Gibbs, and Bijan.
Brock Bowers.
Yeah, and Brock Bowers.
Yeah.
And I'm going to find value at 0 because I'm confident in my ability to find people. I think somebody's cocky enough to think that way.
Is it
We've had it
4
happen
or
almost
less,
before.
or is it less than 4?
It has to be 4 or less.
4 or less.
4 or less. That's my game. That's my bold prediction. And I don't know who it would be. If I'm going with like in line with my prediction, it would be like a maybe a Will that thinks he can do that. But it's more likely somebody's just gonna fuck up. And
Holden is gonna get drunk and do it.
Yeah.
Calling it.
Probably 4. You think 4 is the number? What's your thing? Like, when does somebody run out of money? How many players do they have on their board?
I mean, we're talking about the most extreme player, right? It's not like an average. We're talking about one guy goes extreme. What is the number? I think 4 is a good number. Actually, I think 4 is right there. I could see 5. If it's not 4, then 5.
Because you could think like their strategy would be, let me pay up on a quarterback, a running back, a wide receiver, and a tight end. That's the skeleton of my team.
Yep.
And then I'll find value everywhere else. But if those 4 guys can carry me,
Yeah.
they get 30 points a game. That's 120 off the rip. Then you just kind of hope you get a sneaky 8 to 10 from everybody else. That could win some games.
Yeah.
Jarrett, what do you think? When does somebody go broke here? Knowing that there's no training wheels, you just pay what you want to pay.
I was just looking up the roster composition because I was trying to figure it out.
Mhm.
I feel
But
like
yet you're going to
you,
win the league.
yes. Next question. I feel like it has to be like 6. If someone wants an actual chance to go far, I feel like
So you're
having
saying
the
if it was a
3 wide
strategy, like a
receivers.
deliberate strategy, I'm spending all my money
Mhm.
and I will fill it with $0 players afterwards. It's 6. That's what you think somebody. I mean, that makes sense. If that's like like you mean to do it, not just an accidental. Oops, I spent all my money.
Yeah, if it's an accidental oops, spent all my money, I can't ballpark it because I haven't seen people in the draft yet.
Hmm.
But in order to have like a shot, I feel like you have to at least have 6 guys that you're going all in on.
Yeah,
Okay, so Dylan's got 4. I got 5. Jared's got 6.
I
That's
like
good.
it. And again, this is if they were deliberately trying to do it.
Yeah. And again, you said 4 on a spicy take too. You're not.
Exactly. That's my
It's not a
spicy
real
take.
prediction. It's a spicy
Yeah.
take. Oh, Dylan,
Does
what
anybody go over $70?
on one player?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
I think there's
I
a
think the
lot of
team.
hype. There's a lot of hype on running backs right now.
I think the league has learned from past seasons, and I don't think we do 70 again. Because we
The
have done
league maybe
70
learned.
before, right? We've done
Oh yeah,
80,
we've hit 72. I want to say was
72.
our highest. Yeah. People pay.
Do you remember the player?
I paid 60 something for Josh Allen last year. And that was a lot.
That was a lot.
I regretted that.
Oh yeah. I went to go click on the history book and it went to the League Legacy webpage. I'm so used to the history book being
I
right here.
used to keep it. Hold on, I can pull it up. You guys won't be able to see it, but I can pull up my Google sheet. The data won't be current as of a couple of years ago, but at least I'll be able to see what it was. Most expensive quarterback. Okay, so at the draft, 74 Christian McCaffrey in 2020. Yeah, that was the year.
Yeah.
That was the year that Betancourt just spent a fuck ton of money.
Yep.
Oh, and you're right. He spent 56 on Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
So it was Christian McCaffrey, Michael Thomas, and Lamar Jackson.
Wow, that's crazy.
I will say though, fab wise, if you're not familiar with fab, is your budget for the waivers, because it's not a waiver system. It's a hidden secret auction.
Which, by the way, is how every league should be set up, in my
Agreed.
opinion.
Yeah. Just because you suck, you don't get handouts.
Yeah.
Elderly Gangbang in 2020 picked up one of my favorite football players of all time, Devontae Freeman, for $150.
That's 75% of the total budget, right? We are 200 fab. Or are we a
150? I think that was. I think he
I
spent
think it's
all of it.
150.
It was
What was
150.
I think I was
150?
just looking.
Oh
Plus
my
whatever you don't use
gosh.
at your auction. It'll roll into your fab if you don't use all your money.
200 is our draft budget, right?
Yes.
That's why I'm mixing it up. Yeah, I had the two mixed up in my head for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I spent 85 on Puka Nakua, which was awesome.
That was amazing.
That was
That was the
That's
year.
a
Like
good
when
get.
yeah.
because nobody knew who he was, and then he went nuts. And then another great fab. We need to start calling Holden the Fab Demon, because he spent 150 on Devontae Freeman. Week 3, by the way, so it wasn't even like necessary. Week 3, and then in 2023, he spent 100 on a quarterback that might be third string this year, Zach Wilson.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes.
Where is Zach Wilson? Is he in Miami?
He's no longer with
He
the
might.
Jets?
He's in the Saints.
Oh,
Because
wow.
we all knew that.
No. Yeah.
He's on
Oh
the
man.
Saints. So yeah, Holden, Trade, and Fab Demon.
Dylan, going for a record book, what are the most extreme records in a record book that you can think of?
I mean, the blowout was great. That was a great call by Jarrett. Great pull.
Mm-hmm.
I do love this. This is technically a record. I do love, and Robert is all about it. Head-to-head records, lifetime. Those are always my favorites. Like, who's dominating somebody else? So if you go on to League Legacy, you can go to Versus
Yep,
at the
I got it
top,
right there.
and you can see, like in deep green or deep red, just the land slides that we have. Like Will is 6-2 against Holden. Darren has my number. D-Haas has my number. I'm 3-7 against him. Kyle's 3-8 against Guy. For two owners that each have 3 championships, Guy kind of owns the head-to-head.
Yep. And was Robert and Victor 7-1 for Robert's side? That's big, dude. 7-1. That's crazy.
We have a lot of good ones too, like historical ones, like Holden versus Roberts, 8-8.
Yeah.
So I don't know, just to kind of like the lifetime records are always fascinating to me.
You and
Not necessarily
Holden.
extreme.
You and Holden, Dylan. 10-10.
Yeah, 10-10. That's
Look at that. Fuck. That sucks. At least we both have championships.
Oh, actually, you have half and he has one.
Whoa.
He has the tiebreaker.
Let's calm down. It's not called half. Listen, I'm sharing it.
Oh, I see.
Mickey
I'm
Mouse
sharing
trophy.
the fact that we
Mickey
both have
Mouse
the championship.
trophy.
Damn. Why am I getting punished for this? For a guy dying.
Jared, I think a fun thing to do would be if you open up our flea flicker here and see people's names for the 2025 season. And I want you to guess something about the personality, if they actually came up with that name or if they were renamed that. So let's start from the top. G-Hole Johnson. You know G-Hole. We already been through this, so you don't need to go through that one. But how about Love Story, the Kansas City Queefs for our boy Gary?
I think that's a chosen name. I think that he picked it himself.
In some ways, he kind of did because he is a Kansas City's fan.
Now that name though did have some story behind it, because remember Victor was the one that renamed him, and Victor brought a whole like present that had like a card at the draft, because at the draft is when you announce what another person's name is if you're renaming them. And Victor brought a whole like gift basket for Gary that had his name in the like card, and it was a great thing. It was really cool. But that
So
was Victor's. And what's funny is Gary's done that for somebody else when he renamed Will,
Will.
Lil Willie.
Little Willie, that was a great one.
What was that wasn't the full name, was it?
Big
Was
Truck,
it
Little Willie.
Big Truck Little Willie?
Yes.
Yeah. And he gave him a hat. There was like, it was a custom made hat with
Yeah,
the name
trucker
on it.
hat. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was great. Going to our next guy here, King of Kingdoms. Speaking about Victor, King of Kingdoms. What do you think about Victor? And did he choose his own name?
Is there a King of Kingdoms video game? Or am I getting that confused with another something Kingdoms video game? I feel like he chose that name, and I feel like it ties back to. Oh, that might be what I'm thinking of, Dylan. I feel like that's a chosen name.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking of,
and, did you do you want to try to guess anything about his personality?
Ugh.
uh, genuinely cocky.
Okay. All right.
And wants pasta. Everybody to have pasta in my house.
Next one, we got the man, the myth, the
He's
legend.
very nice. Victor's very giving.
He
I will
is.
say I'll be the voice of positivity in this moment. Victor, I'll give you 2 facts. I'm going to give you 2 facts about him. He's very kind and generous and always wants us to hang out. That's awesome. 2, hates Guy.
He does. He does hate me.
So there's your 2 facts.
But he's not
I'll give you 2
alone in
facts of
that.
each guy.
I am very much hated. No, but I
He
like.
calls him a computer. Victor calls
Yes.
Guy a computer. He's like, stop making the computer pick everything. Use your brain, bro.
Yeah. Little does he know that I am a computer. Like,
Mhm.
me using my brain is using a computer. We got the purple morning of JJ Skull. Morning, spelled with a U, as in I am mourning the loss of my sweet, sweet pet bird.
Of 9.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna say that was chosen.
No. No. No.
No?
That was mine, and it was like, was it Will that gave it to me? I think Will gave it to me, and my team picture was JJ McCarthy with like an emo swoop.
Yes.
And every week, Will does a video, and he had a segment every video where JJ McCarthy would read spoken word poems, and he would do it very emo like as JJ McCarthy.
It was great. It was a great bit.
I thought that was a more recent change, Dylan. I thought that
Yeah,
you did
if
that
this was
year
this
round.
year, probably.
uh, Going to the Donnie's division, we had the Midnight Ride, Will, just that we were just speaking about, who was also Big Truck Little Willie. Do you think Will chose Midnight Ride or no?
Trying to think of what it could relate back to. I'm gonna say he was named Midnight Ride.
Oh, has he gotten a single one right yet,
I
Dylan?
don't think so.
I'm
I
I
don't
think I'm
think
0
so.
for
Not
I
that
think I'm
one.
0 for 3 right now.
uh,
So he does a weekly video,
mhm.
and it's called the Midnight Ride, and
And it
it's great.
releases on Wednesday at midnight.
It releases Wednesday at midnight, called the Midnight Ride, and we all look forward to it. It's a good time.
Yeah,
Um, he does a good job.
yeah, he does
That's
a
what I'm
very
gonna
good
say.
job.
That's my factoid about Will.
Next we got Kyle Daly. He was the champion last year, and his name is Hertz Fists Daily.
And just to be clear, this name would have been given to him
The year prior,
the year prior.
exactly.
I'm gonna say this was given to him, considering that his last name is Daly, and Hertz must have fisted him in some sort of way
Love it.
during the
Yes,
last season.
yes, that is kind of how it goes. And he
Yep,
is
that
an Eagles
kind of nailed it.
fan. Yeah,
Yep, he is an Eagles fan, and I think 80% of the conversations in our group me are about Jalen Hurts. Don't know why,
it's because I
but it's
talk
a
a
lot
lot, and I'm not a fan of Hertz,
at all.
and we have 2 Eagles fans, so they have to defend him.
Do we only have 2?
Yeah,
Is it only 2? God, they're so loud for only being 2 of them.
I know it's
What the hell? I
crazy.
thought there were like 4.
It's crazy. Then we
Wait,
got
who's the other Eagles fan?
Dehas.
Okay.
And then we
There's
got
only 2?
Martian Law, which is Robert. Given or self-named?
This is a throwback.
I think that this is given to him.
No, wrong.
This is
No?
his like week. So Robert is a founding member, all 10, 11 years in the SFL. He started with Martian Law, and he's been that forever.
Now,
Anytime he has,
you are a
well,
young
other than
little
when he got
boy, so
renamed,
you don't know about this. There's a show. Well, do you remember the name of the show, Dylan?
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force. And one of the characters declares Martian law. Instead of martial law, he declared Martian law. And that's the joke. That's the entire joke. Um Next we got Holden, who is the
Wait,
Goblin.
I don't think it was Aqua Teen. My name was Aqua Teen. His name was like, I think his name was from C Lab 2021.
Was it what was the bird? I thought it was Birdman, honestly.
I just Googled it because I
Okay.
didn't remember if it was Aqua Teen. I think it's C Lab 2021. He's going to hate me for this. But my name was from Aqua Teen.
It was I knew it was like those nighttime Cartoon
Yeah.
Network shows.
Adult Swim.
Adult Swim. That's what it
shows,
was called. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Do you
gonna
know
say
anything about Adult Swim, Jarrett?
I know Aqua Teen because
Okay.
that would always come on, you know, during the late night. I do not know C Lab 2021.
Nobody does.
You know,
Robert is crazy.
yeah. It was a very dumb show. For people who
They
like
were all
dumb
dumb.
comedy. Let's move on here. We got Goblin by Holden. We already talked about
We
this for a
talked
little
about it.
bit.
We
So
talked about this one, yeah.
this is a free square if you can answer it properly.
I feel like it was given to him, right? Because of what was going on in the trades. He didn't
He was
choose to
yes, but trick
start going by
question.
Goblin.
It was given and then kept.
Yeah.
Yes.
So technically
It's
kept,
both. Yeah,
but
both.
given, but also kept.
Originally, the origin story is that it was given to him, and he kept it.
And then you have me, the guillotine.
Nobody would give him this name. Nobody.
I was gonna say I feel like this is a chosen name.
Name is Guy. I'm the guillotine. That's my poker nickname.
It's a perfect name.
Yeah, because I chop dudes' heads off. Then we got.
This name.
Hey guys, don't say retarded. For our boy Ari.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think this one was given to him.
Yes, it
I
was.
feel like he
Yeah. It
actually
was.
does not want people to say the word retarded.
That is correct. I don't know if you can see
Factoid
this
about
picture.
Betancourt. Factoid about Betancourt too. He works with special needs adults. He used to be a special ed teacher in high schools. Then he moved on to help special needs adults, and so he has an affinity, or not an affinity, and a soft spot for that negative use of the word. So people kind of went at him because I think it was Robert that gave it to him because Robert doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And Robert said, "I will name you after your dead like pet if it dies."
What it's just a one time we were calling being elder millennials that we are. Retarded is a word that is very much in our vocabulary from kids. Everything was retarded to us. So we're in the group chat calling each other retarded, and then Ari comes in, "Hey guys, don't say retarded." So now that's his team name.
So obviously, what does Robert do?
Then we
And
got
I even felt bad putting it. So I guess you haven't seen these yet, but every Tuesday, I put out power rankings and charts and all this data in the group me, and I would put, "Hey guys, don't say redacted,"
yes,
because I didn't even want to put it down.
yes,
Because I have a heart, and Robert doesn't.
It's 50-50 between empathetic people and non-empathetic people in the chat, I would say.
Yep, yin and yang. That's what this league is.
It's a good balance. And then we got Razor's Edge by Human.
I feel like that is a chosen name.
That is a chosen name. He is the Razor's Edge. And
also named from, do you know the background? If you looked at the picture.
What is the picture? Wait,
let's see if you know it, because I'm a fan of this.
Is that WWE?
I think he's originally from WCW. I don't know if he was in WWE or not, but that is Razor Ramon.
Ooh.
Part of the NWO.
Did you guys ever play that video game, the NWO, on Nintendo 64?
Yep, NWO Revenge. Played the shit
Yeah.
out
Have Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Just
and
wrestling video games are always so good.
Last but not least, our other half champion, the Haas Beans by D Haas.
I think that this name was given to him, and it goes back to his 2022 championship, and he was probably pretty good at one point, and then fell off.
I like the origin story.
That is a good origin story. That was like the best guess, yes, but actually incorrect.
Did he choose this one?
I believe he did.
What a loser.
Yeah, he was the Hosbins in 2025, and he is let's see, 2024. The Hosbins.
Who gets renamed this year, Guy?
Oh my gosh, I do have to rename Victor, right? That was
I think I have it pinned. Hold on.
Did I already say what I'm gonna rename them and forgot about it?
I don't think so. I don't think anybody's renamed anybody officially. So Kyle's going to rename me. D Haas is going to rename Gary. Guy renames Victor, and Human renames Robert. And the names get announced at the draft.
Talking about
Sweet.
renames,
That's why my name is TBD on the website.
Jarrett, you have talked about how we have some interesting rules. Do you know any more of our interesting rules? How much of our rules have you looked into?
I looked at all of them when I first joined the league.
Hmm.
I read through the little thing here on League Legacy, going through it. And Dylan told me I had to. I was like, yes, sir.
Dylan,
What's your favorite rule, Guy?
My favorite rule is the cuck rule, but we've been over that one.
Yeah.
I honestly think it's the best way to do trades. I think it's brought a lot of chatter into the league. I think it's been very fun. It's just a good rule all around, in my opinion, and I'd be very sad if it ever went away. What about you, Dylan? What you got?
I like not having kickers.
Yeah.
I think we implemented it last year where Sundays waiver pickups are first come, first serve. So, just in case like there's a last second injury, something bad happens.
Yeah.
And we've already had 2 waiver.
There is a real waiver, and then it opens up.
Yes.
Until the
at
game
like 8
starts.
in the morning or something.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a real waiver system, then it opens up. We've got a lot of
But
rules.
we have like multiple waiver days. There's like a Wednesday waiver, a Thursday waiver, and then a Sunday waiver. Then Sunday, first come, first serve for like emergency pickups.
Honestly, I think our scoring system is the best scoring system.
The tight end premium's always good.
Tight end premium is good.
The first down scoring's always good.
I love first down scoring.
I think our league does a great job in making all the positions valuable equally for the most part.
Yep.
Because a lot of the time you see ESPN.com rankings, it's like, well, your league's probably dominated by running backs, so take Jameer Gibbs. So our league, it's like
it's very balanced.
You can have a strategy. It's like I want to go wide receiver heavy, I want to go quarterback heavy, and you have a chance to win.
It's like running backs are very important. You only have 2, but guess what? You got to start 3 running backs plus a flex.
What was that, Geek?
Running backs.
One more time on that
one. Running backs.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I just want to hear it again.
There are 2 running whites.
There's a lot of running black.
there are 2 running whites in the league, that are somewhat relevant.
Did you guys see that Marshawn Lynch clip where he goes into the Seahawks like sideline? He's like, "Why you got all these white demons?
Yeah, I saw that.
It was so good. Then I love that at the end he watched one of them dance, and he's like, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I came disrespectful." Like, so good. Marshawn Lynch is a treasure.
We're hitting the hour mark, guys. I was thinking we would do some trivia and stuff, but we've been chatting. We've been chatty boys.
Yeah, it's been a vibe.
So I think
we can squeeze some in at another pod.
Yeah, we can squeeze some in another pod. Dylan, you already had a bold prediction. Did you want to do another one or no?
Okay, here's my bold prediction. Normally, and you kind of talked about this earlier, where our league trades a ton. And we have a very exciting trade deadline where we all like live stream and we're all on chat together during the trade deadline. So it gets wild. I've participated from it coming home from a concert in my car because I was like, crap, it's the trade deadline and everybody's on and we're all getting, excited about it. But my prediction is that so many people have been burned by their own trades that we're going to see a regression in trades. So much so that we will probably see a team with 80% of their drafted roster on their final week 16 roster. I think we're going to see some people, not everybody, some people kind of cool it on the trades.
And if you were to guess, who would that be?
My knee-jerk reaction is Will, because he's been so bad at trades.
Bro, you don't understand
Especially
an
at the trade
addict's
deadline.
mentality.
I know, but that's the thing. That's my knee-jerk reaction. But I know he's going to trade, so that it won't be him. So I think it will be Holden. It would never be Holden. It would never be Will.
Can't be me.
Gary's an easy pick.
Gary's an easy pick for it because he
Gary's
doesn't
an
trade
easy
as
pick
much
'cause he doesn't.
as is.
Yeah, he's very risk averse. He likes what he has. He doesn't want to make the wrong choice. I'm gonna go Betancourt. Betancourt's gonna cool it on the trades this year.
Okay, that's a good take. What about you, Jared? You got a take for us?
Does it have to be a take as to the league, our fantasy football league, or can it just
It
be a
can be
hot
about
take?
general life, and if you wish, you can philosophize to us if you want.
I think that Jackson Dart is going to be a top 7 scoring quarterback in our league this year.
All right, you heard that here, guys.
he
Everybody
dies.
bid up Jackson Dart.
Oh,
Bid
Jared,
him up.
we didn't really talk about the stacks. Do we think stacks are still going to be a thing?
I think it will always be a thing.
Yeah.
People love them.
People love stacks. Jared, are you familiar with our stacks?
You mean stacking like wide receiver with quarterback?
Yeah. It
Mm-hmm.
just it became a thing like 3-4 years ago
When Holden won his championship.
When Holden won the championship because of stacks, and everybody's like, "Hey, that's the meta."
Yep.
And people started like paying a premium. Like if they get a quarterback, they'll pay up just to get the stack.
And people will pay up to make sure you don't get your stack.
Exactly. And we've
people
had
are
people
assholes.
try to like prevent stacks, bid up, and then the person like pulls out and they're like, "Crap, I didn't want the player. I was just trying to prevent a stack," and then they get the player.
Yep.
Was Holden stack Burrow and Jamar Chase?
No, it was Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs when that was a thing, I believe. We can double check this real quick.
Could you imagine what the Tom Brady Randy Moss stack would have done?
Oh my
Back
gosh.
Oh my lord.
Back in
he had to
07?
win that, right?
That'd have been disgusting.
When did he win? When did Holden win? Oh, 2020. It was Josh Allen,
I don't know.
Stephon Diggs. Josh Allen, Stephon. Look, dude, he had 100 points from the Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs stack in the championship game.
Yep.
And then
when it hits hard.
The other one. Did the other one get injured, or was it just that? I could have sworn he had 2 stacks.
I thought he had 2 stacks. I thought he had 2. What's your bold prediction, Gil, while I look it up?
My bold prediction is that Will finally wins the championship.
Wow.
Yep. That's my bold prediction.
Can I bet you? Can I do $10?
No, this is a bold prediction. This is bold.
Holy moly, that's insane.
It could have been Kyler Murray and D-Hop.
Will's never scored the most points in 1 week.
Will is always near the top of in the playoffs. He's always right there. I feel like we're so close. So close. Will deserves it. He puts out the Midnight Ride videos. You know?
I know. He wants it so bad.
He wants it bad. I think it's his time. So that's...
Oh, his other stack, by the way, was Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins.
That was it. Yep.
I think.
Yeah, that was it. It was back when both of those players were good. It was 2020. They just ended up getting hurt in the championship game. But yeah, those were his 2 stacks.
Insane. So, stacks can work. They just, if they have a bad game offensively, now you have 2 players that sucked. I don't know. It's tough. It's a cool strategy that you don't really hear too much in snake drafts, but.
Yep. Well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Dylan, do you have anything you want to say to the people?
Behave yourselves at this draft. I hate all of you during this draft. Just because I have control issues.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, no, I never knew that about you.
And I hope that I don't know. I hope that we all have another good year. I think it's I always have a fear that we're like flying too close to the sun because we have such a good league. It's such a good league. And I hope like we just keep it going.
What are you talking about, man? You were the one who almost blew it up.
I know, because I'm always afraid.
Jarrett, you got anything you want to say to the people?
I'm excited to meet everyone in 2 weeks for the draft and get to know everyone on a deeper level than just fantasy football. And yeah,
Barf. That was sappy.
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay.
No, I think I speak for everybody that we're excited to have you. Especially if you bring the kind of like another additional voice, another additional trade machine. I don't know, it's just exciting to get more volatility in the league.
I want to see some shit talking in the group chat. That's what I want to see.
Well, he did great on the remember when he was first getting
Oh, yeah.
introduced and we had the question sheet. The questions slapped. They were
They
good.
did. They were great. They were great answers.
That
We
was a
should
good
have asked
question
them.
sheet.
We should have asked them who asked the questions along with the team names.
To go back and even see the questions.
Dylan, I asked one serious question and one disgustingly nasty question, and you
And I picked the
chose the
disgustingly
disgustingly nasty one. Do you have?
Of course, why wouldn't I?
Okay, yeah, that's fair. All right.
I'll have to look up what the questions even were.
Yeah, that's all. What I want to say to the people is, I genuinely love all of you. It's been a pleasure, and
Even Victor.
even Victor.
Even Victor.
Victor's a great dude. But yeah.
I'm pulling up the responses really quick.
Okay.
Individual from you. I only got one question from you.
No, I sent two.
Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. I had to scroll down. What branch of the economic theory do you believe would be best? God damn it, Gee. That's why I didn't.
Yeah, which economic theory philosophy?
Damn, that's all the time we have today.
Yeah. All right, that wraps up the 2026 season premiere. Welcome to family, Jarrett. Thank you so much, Commissioner Dylan. May all your waiver claims be swift and your injuries zero. To everyone listening, Sunday Fun Day is back. Super psyched.
2 weeks.
Peace out.
Yes, thank you guys.